Hey, true believers. It's time for another Heroes for Hire Comic Club movie night. And we got a special one, a movie that's really special to me. I'm a big music lover. I'm a collector of vinyl records, although I don't, not so much anymore because of the comic thing got kind of in the way, but I still collect when I see them, you know. I'm a connoisseur of music. I like all kinds of music. I can listen to Waylon Jennings and the Pixies in the same day, and then listen to the Clash, and then Eric B and Rakim. So I got a, and then Iron Maiden or something. So I got a very large palette of music I love. And this movie is what I call a love letter to music fans. And so I got the panel tonight. You know, I hired these guys to come on 3 times a week, and now they just keep showing up every day. I don't know. Then we got Chad from Metal Elf Collectibles,
Hey, what's up, brother?
and that was that was a reference to the movie.
Yeah, we
All
just
right,
keep showing up. We love it.
I got Collector P, Paul,
Good evening,
a
guys.
member of the Black Order Comic Club. How you doing, sir?
Good. How you doing, man? Good evening.
I'm doing pretty good. And my pal and confidant who will be going to Heroes Con with me next week got Psychotronic Squirt Gun
What's up?
and
Mm.
a person that lights up any room he goes into and makes every stream he's on even more fun. We have Cliff on Comics.
Yay, Cliff on Comics.
Cliff.
Cliff, could you be the Jack? Are you the Jack Black of our panel?
Yeah. One of these characters pissed me off.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
But it wasn't Jack Black, right?
Yeah.
It's the Stevie Wonder guy that made the crown.
Stevie Wonder guy.
That's
Who
Jack
was
Black.
that?
That's Jack Black. That's Jack Black.
Yeah, no, because I would never disrespect Stevie Wonder. I want to ask Jack Black this day if he regrets that whole scene, because no one should disrespect Stevie Wonder like that.
That was Barry. Yeah.
Yeah, Barry. Yep. Let's say hello to the chat here. First up, we have John's Comics with Friends in the chat. He's like, here we go.
Hey, John.
John was excited. He said this is one of his favorite movies. He made a
Awesome.
comment when I did a post this morning on Instagram about it. Cliff is omnipresent.
Indeed.
9 panel grid is here. He says, hot take. Kathleen Turner Overdrive was a better band name than Barry Jive and the Uptown Five. I agree. I agree with that.
Hey.
Chad is omnipresent. So is Paul. And we have White Tiger is here. Cowabunga Cliff. We are dual streaming on Cliff's channel. And Rogue Collecting. Hey, Rogue Collecting, how you doing? Aaron is omnipresent. And I think we're caught up. So
Awesome.
this movie came out in like 2000, I think. 1999, 2000, around that time period. This was a very influential time period for me as a person. I was in my early 20s, and I was really into music, and like going down and remember how everybody used to track down like I got to get this Nirvana bootleg or I got to get this B-side. It's only on the single, type of thing going on. That was just with CDs. Now it's with vinyl. But it was a little vinyl back then too. But back when this movie came out, vinyl was kind of a fetish thing, right? Like it was like a collector's. You had to really be into it to collect it. That didn't sound right. I said vinyl collect fetish. It sounded like I was talking about something else. But anyway,
Look out.
so it was really influential on me because it's also this movie was a book before it was a movie,
I did not know that.
and it was a TV show. I think about 2 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. They reworked it somehow. But it's one of my favorite movies. Especially one of my favorite movies about music. And anybody on the panel, how many of you is this the first time seeing it? Show of hands. All right. I knew Aaron. I didn't know Chad. All right.
Yep.
So it's going to be interesting to see what your guys' takes on it too. But so we'll start off with everybody's overall thoughts. And Aaron, I will start with you.
Yeah, I enjoyed this one a lot, actually. It's funny you brought it up. It came out around 2000, right?
Yeah.
And at that time, I was living in Seattle, and there'd be record stores down, everywhere, but down the street from me, and venues to go to. And it kind of reminded me of the lifestyle I once had so long ago. You know what I mean? Way over 20 years ago. And also kind of dating and stuff, and being in a band and bands and stuff like that. So I loved it. I love the just the there'd be a Richard Hell and the Voidoids, Blank Generation on the back wall, or they'd play a Velvet Underground song, or Jesus Mary Chain, or the Stiff Little Fingers or whatever. Just brought me back, and I'm surprised I never even seen this movie. We had Jack Black, who did a great job supporting. He was definitely comedy relief. So was Cusack, though. And this dude is okay. My overall thoughts: I enjoyed watching this guy transform from a self-absorbed person to someone who, kind of could see the world around him finally.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Like, I also like the way he puts it. Like, like when you're in your 20s, your early 20s, you think you're going to be alone forever. It's like, come on. I guess it's this. Every relationship is just like, that's the end of the world. So I think we all been there in our early 20s. Some of us in our 40s, to be honest with you. But is that all you got to say, Aaron? You got any more to add?
Sure.
Or?
No, we'll
All right, Chad.
I like this one better than the last one we did there. What was
you
it?
like it better than Empire
Records?
Records? All right. Yeah. What do you think of this movie, Chad? This is your first watch.
Yeah, I'm with Aaron. I'm kind of surprised I haven't watched this. I think I've seen the trailer for it, possibly. I didn't even remember Jack Black was in it. I wanted to see it because it's music. I play guitar. I've been playing for a very long time. Music is a very big part of my life. However, John Cusack is really hit or miss for me. Like, really hit or miss for me. So that's not an attractive thing to make me want to watch a movie necessarily. But I was very excited. You guys talked it up, from Empire Records. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. I really did. I will have to say, probably just because of what I'm going through the last couple days, it was a bit of a downer for me. And I'm with you, Matt. I don't know about you, but I'm single. I've been single for a while. So it kind of dredged up some shit watching it, right? But the music was fun. It gave me a sense of nostalgia, hunting for records and CDs and talking music with people, and like the discovery of music, like a comic book shop. When you go in and you could discover bands, you could go into a music store and discover bands and music,
Yeah.
It was fun. I enjoyed it, and I'm glad I watched it. Thanks for having me.
Anytime, you're always welcome here. I was only joking about the, hired you guys. Well, of course, that was from the movie.
We're stalking you now.
Okay, Paul, what did you think of the movie?
Yeah, I really like this movie. I saw it when it first came out. I think I own the DVD also somewhere. Really, really enjoyed it. It hit on a lot of different levels. A collector. They hit on, I can relate to some of the romantic stuff that went on there and some of the struggles, but it kind of touched all the bases, really. It really did, with the music and different genres and different time periods. The characters, I mean, it was, of course, much better than Empire Records, and I knew it was, the cast and everything, and the writing and the storyline, but it was an enjoyable movie. I really liked it a lot. And watch it again this weekend just to kind of recap and remind myself, and I'll get into it later, but there was one character that just really annoyed the hell out of me, but I really do like the movie.
All right, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about our highlight performances, but Cliff, your overall thoughts. I know you have some thoughts on this one.
There's no character explicitly annoyed me completely, but multiple characters had things that annoyed me. And of course, the Stevie Wonder thing with Jack Black. Don't disrespect Stevie Wonder.
Which they kind of made up for at the end of it by playing "When I Fall in Love, I Want to Fall in Love Forever." Though they played that.
Oh, that makes up for it, Matt. Oh, of course it does. Of course it does. And plus, you know what? I'm gonna spare my follow-up statement. I found this to be an enjoyable movie. Yes, it's got a lot of emotional little, oh my god, I can't even think of the metaphors I want to use. It's like going to what's that thing where they stick all the pins in your body?
Acupuncture.
Acupuncture.
It's like acupuncture. This movie is a bizarre acupuncture experience. It like pins me in a whole bunch of ways, but I kind of feel a little bit better afterwards. Bo, I love you.
Hey, Bo. And John says, I find this to be one of my all-time favorites.
Yeah, I can see that because the movie is very rewatchable. Very
Yeah.
rewatchable.
Well,
Yeah.
also, like, did you guys get the kind of, I can still kind of, like y'all were saying earlier, the same thing in like comic collecting and going into a comic shop and people going like, what's your all-time favorite X-Men characters? And they're in here talking about their all-time track one, side ones, to play on a Monday, and then they're like playing on a Monday morning, and like they're kind of elitist, like the scene where the guy comes in wanting that album. I can't remember what album it was, and Jack Black's like, oh, I don't know, I don't really feel like selling it this week. I don't know. It was a Beefheart record, is what it was, Captain Beefheart, and the guy, he leaves, and the other guy's like, hey, I don't have that record. I'll give you 40 for it. He goes,
Yeah, that was
sold.
good.
They give it to him. I'm like, these guys are such elitists. And but like, music snobs. They're kind of music snobs. And
Yeah.
but we you have that in comics too. We have comic snobs and music snobs and
Wine, cigars,
Yeah, movie
jazz,
snobs,
anything,
yeah.
man.
yeah. It's like he says in the movies, it's like a fetish properties, he calls it, and he says I would feel bad for him if I wasn't kind of one of them. So and but yeah, it's kind of like that obsession, like. It's kind of like when he does when he's resorting his comics, his records, and the guy that works with him comes in and goes, "Oh, are you reorganizing? How are you reorganizing?" He goes, "Autobiographical."
Love that scene.
Oh, he's like, "Do you need any help?" He's so excited about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really love this movie.
I ain't getting any offers to organize my comic collection.
Yeah, well,
Where are you people at?
I'm putting
That's a very special bond of friendship.
Oh yeah, I'll
Aaron
be doing
and
that. Right.
Aaron and Jeff show up at my house.
You want
I
to
put them
talk about elite friendship? That's elite friendship.
Well, Aaron and Jeff are going to be at my house on Wednesday.
Yeah, I
next
already
week,
offered
so
to do that.
I'm going to put them to work. Aaron already offered to do help. So
Yeah.
There you go.
I need to get some more boxes though. I'm overrun with comics, kind of like John Cusack was overrun with records.
I know the feeling.
But all right, Aaron. Now we're going to go about the cast here, and everybody and you can pick John Cusack or anybody you want. I want you to highlight a favorite character from High Fidelity.
I would probably go with the two leads, but I'll also say the two skateboarding kids who surprised them with being talented, right? And the banter between them and the Jack Black and John Cusack
Kevin.
character. What's up, Kevin? So yeah, I enjoyed that. They were surprised that they were talented there. So I'll leave the leads to someone else.
Okay, Chad, you can highlight a character, any character you want.
I'm gonna go with Ian Raymond there. It's pretty much a hate pick, just because I know someone that's exactly like that. And they look like him too. Like it was spot on. I'm like, am I staring at that person? Yeah, that dude he played it great, like that.
Oh yeah, Tim Robbins. Yeah.
Oh, Tim Robbins. Yeah. He's a sleazebag.
The goofy hair. I mean, it was relatable and real and a little bit over the top, right? But the scenes in the music shop where they're like fantasizing about beating the shit out of them, I was like, yeah, go! I was cheering at that point.
Well, Tim Robbins, he was a sleaze bag, but it was a subtle one, you guys. It wasn't.
I like this fantasy sequence where John Cusack and all of them jump him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like 3 different ones. It was like clip, clip, clip. Like you're like, okay, are we back in reality or?
Yeah.
I like where they he beats him over the head with the air conditioner.
Yeah.
So get your patchouli stink out of my store. That's hilarious. Okay, you got anything else to say, Chad, about him, or
Nope, that's it.
My favorite character was actually Dick. I liked him.
Oh,
I just thought he was, yeah, he was like
that's
the Mickey.
that's
Yeah,
who I was gonna go for.
I don't know if I just related to him or not, but his passion for vinyl and his passion for music. At one time I was into vinyl as well, like the same as comics, but his character, to watch him kind of develop and actually come out of his shell, it was kind of cool. But I just liked, he was, like you said, when he was in the apartment with Rob and he was so excited, like, can I help you with these? It just, everything, every time he talked about music, he was so invested. And so it really made his character stand out to me.
yeah,
Sorry, Cliff.
right. All right, Cliff. What cast member do you want to highlight?
Yeah, I'm sticking with Dick, and not just because of the name, but I don't know. Younger me relates to him for sure, and that would have been so. Unlike Empire Records, younger me could have easily been him. If My Found Family was this record store somehow, that would have been me. And if we turned this into a comic book store, that would have been younger me.
Yeah.
And then I would have had a Jack Black phase. And I guess I kind of in a Jack Black phase. Because I want to pretend I'm not that obnoxious about comics. And maybe I'm not. But when I think about it, the way that I just freely crap on John Romita Jr.'s entire catalog, and the way that I partially kind of disrespect Frank Miller, and my unbridled and undying hatred for Dark Crisis. Those things do make me realize I'm kind of Jack Black's character.
When I met you, I thought Jack Black a little bit.
Yeah. And Jack Black is that really super cool straight guy who gives off good gay energy. Yeah. And what can I do? But I mean, I love Dick and I love him. I love Jack Black's character a little bit. Just the Lionel Richie thing. How dare you? Yeah.
Stevie Wonder, right?
Yeah. But I don't know, this movie, my God, okay, so there's another movie where everyone's language in the film is brought to life through music. Obviously, mostly John Cusack's character, right? But everyone else, the music totally matches the scene they're in. Their language is contributing to the scene, and of course her the other one I love, and it's too short, is Lisa Bonet, but she just every scene she walks in, she's that cool bitch. I love it.
She takes over the room that she's in.
She does in the best way possible, and I love that.
Yeah.
All right, I'm sticking with Dick because younger me deserves him.
All right. Well, I was going to pick Lisa Bonet because I still have a crush on Lisa Bonet. I've had a crush on her since she was on the Cosby Show. So I liked her because it's like the cool musician that everybody wishes was their girlfriend type. I mean, if you're hetero, everybody wishes it was just their girlfriend. Like they even have a little part where they're like, I used to hate this song. They're like, yeah. So, but now I kind of like it. And all three of them are like, yeah. And they're all looking at her like they're in love with her.
The live show scene.
Yeah, he's like, I always wanted to date a musician. He goes, yeah. And then maybe it can inspire a song. And then maybe somewhere in the liner notes, there's a picture of me somewhere in the back of the room or something. Just like they're so nerd. They're such nerds.
Each one of them had a different fantasy for what they wanted to do with her. It was funny.
Yeah, it was. I love that part.
It's funny though. They're all nerds, but John got the girls.
But I want to highlight John Cusack right now because nobody else did. John Cusack character drives this movie, and he makes some of the stupidest decisions I've ever seen a human being make. But I can't be too mad at him because I made a lot of mistakes like that too. We were like the one girl. He's like, why did she break up with him? They're like, you broke up with her, you idiot, because she wouldn't have sex with you. He's like, oh, wait a minute, I'm just a self-absorbed prick.
Yeah.
But then, like, you know how like
Eventually he gets there.
remember how he fantasized about the character of Charlie, played by Catherine Zeta-Jones? Like,
Yeah.
she was the perfect girlfriend. I dated her at college, and she knew all this stuff, and she just talked about all this cool stuff. And then it's just when he meets her when they're grown, more of an adult, like in their early 30s, he's like, she's
annoying.
full of shit.
Yep.
She's annoying. She's full of shit. She's a know-it-all. She just talks shit, doesn't know what she's talking about. So, like, that's why I relate to John Cusack, because you get this. Well, the more you grow up in life, you realize these things that you thought mattered so much don't matter
Yeah.
as much as you thought they did.
I liked his confession in the end. Remember, he confessed to his girlfriend, like, about the fantasies and stuff.
Yeah, like it was kind of crazy the way he said it. She's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, now I'm definitely going to say yes." She's being a smart ass. But when we're talking, I can't pronounce her name, but the actress that played Laura is, I think she's Swedish.
Yeah,
She
I
did a
can't pronounce her
phenomenal
name.
job.
She's Danish. Her name's Iben Hagel or something. But yeah, she was. I thought Laura was really great in it. Like, I really felt for her. Like, you know, when we first start the movie, you kind of are like, oh, this is what she's done to him. She's made John Cusack. The more we learn, though, God bless her.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, she had to put up with a lot of stuff. Like, we got,
Yeah, she put up with a lot of stuff.
Fable said his favorite character is Jack Black.
Cool.
And yeah, he's in love of being in love. That's his top 5 like worst relationship breakups. Like 2 of them are really not even that important. Like one of them, he was like in 7th grade, you know. So he's very neurotic, but I'm very neurotic. I overthink things. It's like this Heroes Con trip. I've double checked the reservation 10 times because I don't want there to be a mistake, you know. But that's a good thing, I guess. That could be good too. But like, also, it's kind of we'll get into that after this. So, okay, style and structure. We're going to talk about the music in the style and structure. Excuse me, Aaron. Go ahead and talk about what you think of the style and structure, and that includes music, everybody. So,
well, yeah, style and structure is just a nice snapshot of that that early 2000s era when people were discovering underground music more, you know.
Yeah.
And so, like I said, it totally. So I loved the music, of course. I loved how structured. It seemed there was no dull parts in the movie there. But my cat's freaking out right now, so I'm gonna pass it on to Chad for a second here.
All right, Chad. Style and structure.
Wow. Style and structure. So I thought the style was kind of unique, with, you know, kind of the breaking the fourth wall. It was a little bit different than, you know, a narration or, you know, like just in his head. So I thought that was kind of neat. And it was, I think it made the segue into the flashbacks in its own weird way, like more poignant. Like, you know what I mean? It made it a direct link to him. Like he's introducing a bit almost, like
like Saturday Night Live
would.
or something. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It also kind of reminded me of like Parker Lewis Can't Lose or something, right? Introduce something. Yeah.
Oh yeah, good point. So I thought it was shot pretty well. The set pieces were good. I thought they had, you know, a nice varied set besides the store. You know, he went into these the different restaurants and the record store, the different apartments. What was her name? Charlie's apartment, and like I thought that was all done well. Of course, the music really sets it off, gives it even more of that nostalgic feeling. It had a lot of different varied music in there, pretty eclectic, right? Which a music store, pretty you know, eclectic place, or at least it should be.
It was like a cool place to visit, wouldn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I'd hang out there for sure.
Yeah, no doubt.
Let's see here. Yeah, I didn't have any I don't remember any like wasted like sideline plots or like wasted conversations really. I didn't find a lot of dull things. Um, and then they kept it the down parts with some Jack Black and some ridiculousness, and um, so yeah, I thought it was very well done.
Yeah, it's yeah, I liked it. I liked a lot of the music too. Paul, what do you think of the style and structure, the music, all that?
I thought the style and structure was really good with Rob kind of talking to the audience and kind of describing things because it always seemed to come at a different time. You weren't expecting it. He would just turn to the audience and start explaining something. I also like that I noticed every time at the end of a relationship, he was in the rain. He was getting rained on. Like
Yeah,
he
that's
was
true.
always he was
Yeah.
always in the rain. Like and it was almost like a metaphor of him like putting himself in that situation. Like he knew it was cool. I like the way. And then the music, of course, almost every song had a perfect time that it fit perfectly. So I thought it was the style and structure really made the movie what it is to me.
Yeah, that really great with like I think really like you and Chad were saying, the narration with him breaking the fourth wall really like it kind of made you feel a part of it, like you're on this ride with him.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I thought that was really cool. Like you're like, yeah, these guys are really annoying. You just hire them for 3 days, they just keep showing up. Whoa. You're like, and then then you're kind of mad at him though. And he's like, yeah, I didn't know I didn't know she was pregnant, but yeah, I cheated on her. You're like, Rob, you idiot. What are you doing? I feel like I knew him though. Like, what are you doing, Rob? So yeah, it's like a roller coaster. You're kind of on the ride with him. I like that.
Yeah.
Cliff, what do you think of the style and structure?
Oh my God, I have lots to say. It's the most important part of this movie, right?
Yeah.
He organizes his heartbreaks through top 5 list, which works fabulously as a storytelling device, right? Because
Yeah.
it fits his personality perfectly, right? And it shows us that he's processing his life like his record collection, right? He is cataloging, he is ranking, he is sorting, and he is obsessing over meaning. Something I can relate to sometimes as well, Matthew. Fourth wall narration works really well because it makes the movie a little more intimate. And it like he's having this conversation with a friend, right?
Yeah.
But what I really like about it is the more he talks, the more we start to see through him.
Yes.
Right? As is revealed, right?
Both like there's two sides to both story to a story.
Which is really the point. Because if you think of how many movies there are currently in the last 10 years, but I mean 2 of the most popular movies in theaters right now are partially about unreliable narrators, right? I mean, woo! Anyhow, the record store setting, it gives the movie added personality. And everyone around him, they are using their taste in music, etc., as their armor, which I think is really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And they use it like if they know the right music, that somehow it makes them okay, it makes them superior, and it makes up for the loneliness, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't think I intentionally do that with comics, but my God, was I feeling that in the chest when I watched this movie.
Well, yeah, it's like the music is a character of the movie.
The music is different than a character in the movie. The music is the language of the characters in the movie.
Well, yeah, and like it really though, like the performances with it. Cliff, did you feel like you really felt they really loved this music? Like this is like their life, like I did.
I felt they loved the music, but I felt the music were speaking for the characters, right?
Well, like Rob's making the mixtapes, right? So
Yes.
he's making the mixtape speak for him, things he can't say.
Exactly. Which is something that I think is a real thing for a lot of people. But everything, flirting, judging, hiding, connecting, memories, all of them are set to specific music that speaks for the character, right? Because even though they're narrating, the music is also doing its own narrating. Like it's what makes this movie great and rewatchable is layered performance and narration And this is actually like peak style and structure in my book, you know?
Yeah, I agree. And
And
like,
it's so
yeah, go ahead.
funny. Anyhow, the songs and everything, like they add rhythm, they add identity. The culture of this story is hinging on the music, and it's so good. And it's almost like the movie itself is pleased with itself in this, which of course making it feel like the movie has its own personality ego issue, just like the characters. I had the best time watching this shit. And so style and structure is like every A plus I could possibly give you, because I just, when you're watching something and you realize it's speaking to you, and then you start to think about why it's hitting you so much. So yeah, A plus style and structure, A plus.
Yeah, I agree.
Excellent.
And like the music, the way they use it, like it starts off good, like, and like some of the songs on the soundtrack, they're obscure uh, to some people, but they're like, it kind of introduced me to some of these bands, like the 13th Floor Elevators.
Yeah.
The
Yep.
song "You're Going to Miss Me" he plays at the first of it when she's leaving, which is a perfect song. Some of the songs that are not on the soundtrack, they're in the movie though. Like he comes home and he's really had a hard day. The breakup's really hitting him hard. And he puts on "The River" by Bruce Springsteen, which is probably one of the worst songs you could put on if you're going through a breakup.
Right, but it's showing you just how low he feels.
Yeah. And what's great about the
It's
scene,
so
though, is
good.
like he's on the bed thinking about calling all these exes, and Bruce Springsteen's over there in the corner
Giving him
playing
advice.
guitar, telling him it's a good idea. Yeah. You just get, it may not be good for them, but it'll be good for you, Rob. I love that part. And like also, just to highlight some of the songs, because I think you guys covered the style and structure beautifully. They said, "You're Going to Miss Me" by the 13th Floor Elevators. "Everybody's Going to Be Happy" by the Kinks.
Yep.
Oh Sweet
Suspect.
Nothing. Yeah, "Oh Sweet Nothing" by the Velvet Underground.
Yeah, dude, I love
Most of
that
the
song.
Time by Bob Dylan, which is a great song. Falling for You by Sheila Nichols.
Suspect Device, right?
Yep. Dry the Rain by the Beta Band. Shipbuilding by Elvis Costello in the Attractions. Let's Get It On by Jack Black. I love the way he sings "Let's Get It On" by Marvin Gaye at the end of it.
That reminded me of Tenacious D, and I saw those
Yeah.
guys live.
And
Yeah.
Who Loves the Sun? And they end it with "I Believe When I Fall in Love, It Will Be Forever" by Stevie Wonder.
Nice.
But like also, like the mixtape thing, I can so relate to the mixtape thing. I used to love making mixtapes. And Rob, the character that Cusack plays, Rob, he's so right about it when he's talking about there's a lot of key factors that go into making a mixtape. You don't want to blow your wad immediately. You got to like start off with a banger. You got to start off with like something high energy, maybe a couple more like that. Then you got to go slow it down a little bit and
It's one of
calm
those
down.
fun things to do, man.
But also, I love the style and structure as the progression of Rob as a human being.
Yes.
He's sitting there making that mixtape for that journalist. He's like, "What the fuck am I doing? When is this going to stop?"
Yeah.
He just has this epiphany that, like, and like he's also stuck in this rut. Like his girlfriend Laura, she points it out to him, like, you got this list, like top 5, careers you would like to have if money and time were not, an object or whatever, or a problem. And he's got architect as a 5th one. And she's like trying to make him see that, look, what if you just put record store owner? Because that is a dream job for you because you're doing what you want to do. And I think he slowly starts to realize it takes him a while. He's kind of hard-headed like me. A lot of us men are very hard-headed people. So, but like, it's also him like having to admit he goes through all the stages of grief, right? Till he finally has to admit to himself, okay, maybe this is more my fault than it is her fault. I drove her away. And I love how they put it together though. Like, like a lot of movies would have ended after they got back together and that would have been it, right? But they add that extra little, so like he's happy, but he's making this mixtape for this other woman. He realizes, wait a minute, I need to break this cycle. And he realizes I have to ask this woman to marry me. So, yeah, I really love this movie, as you can tell. Okay, so We talked about the style and structure. So I guess we got to talk about the theme of this movie, which I basically just talked about, I guess.
A little bit, but
Yeah.
you didn't quite put the hammer to the head of the nail.
Well, I'll let
Right?
all you guys do that right
Oh,
now.
let Cliff take it from there.
I'll
Okay.
start with Cliff this time. Cliff,
Yeah.
what do you
Go for
think
it.
this movie's trying to tell us? What is the theme of this movie?
Having taste does not mean you have good character.
Wow.
Right?
That's
Yeah.
a good one.
Taste is not character. And when he is mourning Laura, he is not only mourning Laura and that relationship, he gets to the point, the realization, he is mourning the fact that she is not validating who he thinks he is. And he put so much into that he did not know how to be good to her. Right? He spent so much on being right and having the best taste and having this identity based around music, which is cool. But it does not give you character, and it doesn't mean that you are good to this person. And that is the ultimate epiphany that we have in this movie, right? Because we watch him get there. And I think that is all of this, right? This movie is funny. This movie is stylish. This movie is so much great music and truly great music, right? But at the end, there isn't a punchline. At the end, this is it. Taste is not good character. And I think that's what it is. And he has to get there. And once he gets there, we leave behind self-absorption, self-pity, mistaking obsession for love, all of that. Just my thoughts.
No, that's really good. Fable,
Yeah.
like I said, that he's so caught up in his brooding and what he imagines the perfect life or woman would be, he doesn't realize he's living with a dream, and he has good friends, and is getting more tail than the average guy. Yeah. Well, he hooks up with Lisa Bonet halfway through it, and but that's he's got this mental block. So after I have this great conversation with her that we may get back together, I go right out and sleep with Marie DeSalle. So yeah, that's
And yet he was obsessing about his girlfriend being
but even Lisa Bonet saw it.
Yeah.
She goes, "You're acting all cool last night, like you're over this girl. And I know you're not."
Yeah.
She kind of just is like, "I'm going to send you on your way."
Yeah.
She's like, I don't know. She was like a perfect character in this movie. She's kind of adds on to Rob realizing what adult he is. But Paul, what do you think of the theme of this movie? What's it trying to tell us?
To me, it was evolving and changing and learning from your experiences, and basically your all your knowledge and you're collecting and everything, all the useless knowledge that we all kind of have doesn't really define who you are. It kind of, if you don't understand it and appreciate what you have around you, you're never going to evolve. Because it seemed like every character, at least in the record store, his friends evolve. Well, even Laura, but it was about just understanding, and accepting who you really are and being willing to make that change.
Yeah, I agree. That's all right. You got anything else to add?
No, that's it, man.
All right, Chad, what do you think this theme of this movie is?
Yeah, pretty much just echoing what you guys are saying. For me, it was you watch him go from a very self-centered, selfish, self-absorbed person. So it's growth, maturity, grief, love, loss. I think part of it is his problem is because of that self-obsession, and the realization at the end is that he's not separate from any other person there. It almost ties into that elitist attitude with the music. He feels he's the center of the universe, and with that obsession, it translates into women, right? it might be with a record or with a comic. You're always looking for the next thing, right? You've got your eye out hunting for something else. And his realization was like, no, I should be content. Like, I have a good thing. I'm happy with you regularly. He fights so hard to get her back. So that separation, to me, I mean, to be elitist with comics or whatever, you're pushing people out, right? When you shit on everything or tell people that it's shit basically and they like it, right? Like, I don't know, or the fact like, oh, you don't know this band, you don't know this comic, you're not a real collector, like that kind of thing. So in the end, I think it was about coming together. He gets closer with his employees. He gets closer with the resolution of his former girlfriends, and then gets back with Laura. So all of that.
Yeah, that's well said. He and also like when you notice he makes the mixtape at the end, he said, "You know what? I'm just going to make an album of songs she would like."
Yep.
Yeah, so that's a little bit of an evolution for him because he's not like trying to be like that man with that guy that's got the girl at the party cornered and she looks like this and he's like talking, like that's kind of like, no, you got to listen to this. Like Jack Black does that to a guy in the record store. He's like, you don't own a copy of Blonde on Blonde? Don't tell anybody. That's perverse. It's like trying to get this guy all these records, and but I'm guilty of that too. I don't know if you guys have ever been in a comic shop with somebody that's like, I'm kind of new. What should I pick out? You're like, oh, hold on. You gotta read Christ on Infinite Earths. If you've not read that, you gotta read that and sing.
It's true though.
You gotta read this. You gotta read that. Oh, you're in the Superman. We gotta read Man of Steel by John Byrne. Okay, you gotta read.
Okay, man. I feel like these are personal shots being fired at me.
No, because I do the same thing, Cliff, and I do believe that if you want to get into Superman, you got to read Man of Steel by John Byrne. Whatever Happened to the Man of Tomorrow. What's the one? The Man That Has Everything. You got to read that.
Well, no, that's the same. For the Man That Has Everything.
It's the same comic.
Right,
yeah,
it's the annual.
But you have to read that comic. It's like anyway. I'm getting off the reservation. Aaron, what is the theme of this movie? What is it trying to tell? What does it say to you?
I think one of the major themes also, in addition to what everyone said here, is that, and it's a good message to young people, that the past isn't always what you perceived it to be. We always, when we're younger, we go through experiences and they're intense. We're filled with hormones and everything's crazy, and we only see things from our side. And sometimes we tell ourselves stories that seem to slightly warp and fit the way we feel throughout the years. And this is a really great example of that. And I just want to say that I enjoyed, I don't know, it's like I enjoyed him breaking the fourth wall, right? That was great. But also just following his mind and his exploits and it's like a memoir, right? And there was times where I'm like, dude, just chill out. If you want this girl, all you got to do is shut your mouth. And I was saying that to my friends too, as we were watching it. And so it's so easy to observe that, and to have the answer. But when you're in the thick of it, it's quite a different thing, especially when you're younger. So yeah, I would say that the past isn't what we always perceive it to be. And we're too subjective. So I would say that's a theme as well.
Great point, Aaron. Like I learned recently with memory. So every time you revisit a memory, you're rewriting that memory. If you add an embellishment to that, it becomes that memory from there forward. So often your most vivid memories or the most momentous, I guess, are often the most false memories that you have.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, it's like if you tell stories. If I get together with my old friends from high school, we had a big party at my house outside by the pool at my stepdad's house when I was a senior in high school, right? And it was a raging party. But if we tell it now, this party was like, the greatest party in the history of parties. It was like the movie House Party.
Sure.
Just and like the craziest scene, the pool party, boogie nights, all into one. You know, it's like the craziest party you've ever been to in your life. Which it was a good party, but it gets embellished. You know,
Mhm.
you embellish things. The longer, so it's like, okay, if you tell, like, a guy tells a story about fishing, right? And you should have seen this fish, and maybe it was a big fish, but by the time he tells that story 30 years later, that fish was the size of Jaws. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, like I killed this, I shot this deer hunting, and it
Yeah.
had 50 points on it. You know, it's the biggest buck I've ever. Was There's no such thing as a 50-point buck, but um, you know, it's just like, it's just everything is embellished. Or like this
Especially when you're
girl,
younger and you're dealing with relationships as
yeah,
well, right?
or
Which
like,
is
yeah, this girl or
powder
this
keg.
guy, yeah, this guy or this girl I hooked up with. You know, they're like, you got this in their mind. This is the greatest girl or whatever, greatest relationship I ever had, like in the movie. And he turns out, he realizes, what the hell was I thinking? This person is horrible.
Yeah.
So, and he's like, and like Fable said earlier, he doesn't realize he's got a good thing already. He's got this girl that supports him whatever he does, you know. So yeah, it's hey Christopher, how you doing? Good to see you. But yeah, it's to me, it was an important film for me then, and it's an important film for me now. And also, I feel like, do you guys feel like this movie like aged better than Empire Records for you personally?
Oh my god, definitely. I didn't realize how much I actually like this movie. I was like, oh man, maybe because now I'm older and I'm more introspective. And I don't know, it has a greater impact.
I
On me as
feel
a
like this
result.
movie maybe means more to me now after watching it with Aaron. Like, and like I loved it before, but like I don't think I really got a lot of what the meaning of this movie really means until I watched it again.
Yeah.
So like,
Yes, definitely.
and this is one of those movies. It's like,
But I want to say, like, what Cliff pointed out about great taste does not equate to great character. That is so important
that's true.
too.
It really is.
You
And
can
what
have the,
great
yeah,
taste is great escapism. That's all you're doing, is you're escaping reality, right? Doesn't make you a good person.
yeah, and like sometimes it's better to have tacky taste. That's why I like.
I'd be happy.
That's why I like. That's why I like John Waters. You know, he's kind of tacky, but he's awesome. You
Yeah.
know, like or like that's why I like. Maybe that's why I like bad movies.
I do too, man.
You know, it's like, I don't
I
know.
have
Like,
memories of watching bad movies with my friend Max, just drinking
uh,
beers and just laughing at it, you know?
yeah, it's a very good movie, Chris. Yeah, I highly recommend rewatching this. And well, I'll get into it later. I'll talk about my recommendation for this, but I've known people that had impeccable taste in music and comics and movies, and they actually turned out to be a douchebag.
Oh yeah.
So it's just like you were saying, Aaron. That's a great point. So
Well, I think with when you're a very interest-driven person, right, and maybe even obsessive to the point of what you're interested in, it's very much a connection to life. Yeah, you're right, Aaron. It is an escape, but it's like a part of you. Like you internalize it,
Yeah,
and
it's
then
true.
you put it up on a pedestal, right?
I
And
did
then
that for years.
yeah, and then you're kind of shitting on other stuff because I mean I'm this way too, right? Like I think most of the best things you have to hunt for. Like most of the popular things aren't very artistically creative. If
To
you
me,
really
that's
look, there are much more complex, much more beautiful things out there. But it's not okay for me to like tell a Taylor Swift fan that she sucks either, even if I feel that way. You know what I mean?
I learned that too. I learned that, taste
I
is
used to be like
subjective.
that.
Rob was
Yeah.
definitely a one-upper. I mean, he was definitely the guy we see at the shop that knows everything, has everything, and tries to belittle everybody. But it was cool to see him realize at the end that there's no need for that. He had everything he needed already. So that was, yeah, it definitely hit me. It hit me different. I watched it on Saturday again just to kind of prepare for the show, and I thought, man, I need to watch this more often. It's a movie you could definitely watch at least once a year and enjoy.
Yeah, it's a good movie to revisit. Like, it's kind of like a comfort food movie to me. It's like I can watch it, at least every now and then, like Boogie Nights, Pulp Fiction, same way. Um, although, oh, Boogie Nights gets a little heavy at the end of it, though, for sure. But
We'll watch it
um,
soon, right?
we're going to review that one soon, so that's probably coming up soon. We got some interesting ones coming up. I haven't really decided yet, but we have me and Chad and Fable and everybody's got an announcement coming soon. So
Nice.
I can't really say anything right now, but some of you guys behind the scenes know what we got coming up. But I don't know. I guess we'll rank the movie now 1 to 5. That's what we do here. Aaron, I'll start with you. What do you rate this movie?
Oh, it's got to be a 5 for me, and I'm surprised I didn't watch it because this reflects my mentality 25 years ago. You know, my know-it-all attitude, and just you know, you can't help it when you're younger. I guess you know everything's more intense or something. Everything's more important. You know, and I enjoyed this one so much more than Empire Records. I have to say, only because I think I was annoyed by the kids. I didn't have patience. I should have had more patience watching those kids in the Empire Records because I was once like that, maybe too. You know, you know what I mean. So this was a 5 for me, guys. Just the music, seeing Richard Hell and the Voidoids and the poster in the back, listening to Velvet Underground. It just brought me back because Velvet Underground is top 5 for me, man. You know, so yeah.
All right, Chad, what do you rank it?
Let me see here. I'm kind of the opposite of you guys. I think I enjoyed Empire Records a little bit better, not by much, but simply for the fact it was a little more upbeat in its own quirky way. I really enjoyed this movie. I really really like it. Don't get me wrong, right? But this is gonna be more of an introspective movie for me. Like this isn't a feel good movie that I can put on whenever, you know, for like a fun watch in the background. This is more like a growth movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, like American Beauty is one for me. Like forget the little side issues there, but it's about growth. It's about a person that's meeting their end and then changing. And this is another kind of story like that. You're going from being an asshole basically to being an adult. But overall, I'm going to give it a 4.5.
Okay.
All right, good score. Paul, what do you rank it?
I think I gave Empire Records a 3.5.
So did I.
I got to give this one a 4.5. I'm not quite a 5. I mean, I enjoy the hell out of it. I like it a lot. And the music, I mean, the jam, Town Called Malice, when Bruce Springsteen, The River. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a great. It mixes really well. I really enjoy it. It's definitely hits home with me on a lot of different levels. So I got to say, I'm not gonna go quite a 5. I save that for some of the favorite movies of all time, but this is definitely up there. It's a good movie. Highly recommended.
All right, solid score. Cliff.
Okay, if I were if I'm just a normal old person, I'm probably gonna give it a 4. But because this is me and I so admire what this movie did to communicate itself to the audience, me, the style, the performances, it's funny, there is sad guy energy, the music is so amazing and important, romance, ego, obsession. Yeah, I don't know what a normal person is. I was just saying, normal theater goer, right?
Normal.
Regular theater goer 4, but me personally, I'm giving it a 5 because I cannot believe that I can't believe I did not get to appreciate this movie more when I was younger, and I appreciate so much more watching it now. You know, my single ass out here, everything, you know, it's fine. Just great, you know?
That's great. It was a 5 for me too, just because it reminded me so much.
Yeah.
the
Well,
past, you know.
it's going to be a 5 for me because I was always kind of a big John Cusack fan anyway, and but it's not just because of him. Like, it's got like the perfect mix of characters. You have like the girl that plays Laura. She was kind of an up and coming actress at the time, and so I liked her. I liked the fact that John's sister was in it. It wasn't a big part, but you had all these people that were. You could tell that like people really want to be involved in this movie. Like just in any part, like because Tim Robbins has got it's not got a big part in it. Springsteen even shows up. That kind of like you got the boss shows up. It's even better for me because I love the boss. But and actually, The River is probably one of my favorite Springsteen albums of all time. That one and Darkness on the Edge of Town. Which I think Darkness on the Edge of Town gets overlooked a lot by people, but it's a great album. Especially the title song. It's really brilliant. But yeah, I give it a 5. I'll probably watch it again soon, to be honest with you. I think I want to watch it again. I definitely want to get the soundtrack again. I used to have the soundtrack. I don't know what happened to it, but this is like I think that we had like 3 5s and 2 4 5s. So I guess I could safe to say that we all recommend this movie. If you've not seen this movie, you need to watch it. It's an important movie. It's
Cool.
way better than the series. I kind of couldn't get into that series. I watched a couple of episodes. I think it was on
This movie's a cool
Hulu.
character study, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I don't even know who directed it, but you know what? I'm gonna have to look it up because I think we have to show some love to this director.
What was funny is when I was watching it on Saturday, I have 2 teenagers. And they kind of heard the music and they walked in, and they weren't really interested. Within 5 minutes, they were sitting on the sofa saying, "Wow, this is kind of cool." So,
It was
for a younger
directed by-
generation, it even captured them.
It was directed
Well,
by
right. This
Steven-
movie, I think that's also part of my 5. This movie ages well. You could still. This movie is a little bit of a time capsule, but like it works well. You can identify. It's like when I watch a classic Hitchcock movie. There's a time, a place, and a setting, and I'm here for it. Like, okay, this is the 60s and it's San Diego. I'm in.
Oh, hey, the director is Stephen Frears, Sir Stephen Frears. He directed
I don't think
The
I've watched
Grip-
any
he-
of these other movies.
He directed this guy that directed Prick Up Your Ears, Dangerous Liaisons, The Grifters, Mary Riley. He directed Dirty Pretty Things, The Queen, and Philomena.
They're good movies.
Yeah,
He's got
uh,
70 credits. He's done a lot of
Yeah.
shit. Wow.
Yep, he's 84 years old now, so he's still around.
Nice.
But so I thought we'd give him a little some flowers, because
Yeah, totally.
it's a good movie. It's based. Also, check out the book. The book's pretty good. Actually, the book takes place in England. The guy's got a record store in London, I think. But anyway,
Of course, an American couldn't come up with this. Of course.
so anyway, we're all going to tell everybody. We're going to shout out what we got going on. But I want to give a special shout out. I'm probably going to embarrass him, but Chad, I'm going to give you a special shout out because he is woefully undersubbed. We need to get this guy some more subs.
Yeah,
So I'm going to put his link in the chat.
I'm gonna
And
pull him up.
please sub him up.
Thank you, Matt. Appreciate it.
If you're not subbed, what are you waiting on? Hey, Tate shows up at the Tate. You always show up at the end. It's all good though. I know that my show is usually on at the same time as Guess That Key. I think so. It might.
That is
kinda-
true.
But I couldn't think of another time to put it at because Robbie's got his show on Monday and Fable does one on Friday, and then I kind of
Well-
just fell into this spot.
We're gonna do a special shout out here for Chad's Metal Elf Collectibles, right? You guys definitely check him
He's
out.
got some good interviews on there too. Like I've watched
Yeah.
a couple of them.
I just watched his recent unboxing, and it was a lot of fun.
Thank you. That was my first solo live, so that was an experience. Appreciate it, guys.
It's all good. And Aaron, what do you got coming up?
Well, I normally do the Monday. It's like a hangout claim sale. It's really laid back. I have my friends on there. It's a lot of fun. We're chit chatting, having a good time. But since I'm going to Heroes Con, I did some recordings with Matt, Jeff, and Will. No, Will didn't make it. Tat made it. So check it out on Monday. It'll drop the Monday before Heroes Con because I'm flying out to Kentucky to meet up with some friends first, and then the Monday after Heroes Con. So yeah, it's always fun, you guys. So check it out.
All right,
Without hogging
add,
more time, I got more stuff, but I'll let you guys do your thing.
all right, Paul, would you tell us what you got coming up?
Well, I took Matt, yours, and Cliff's advice, and I'm trying to get my channel going finally. I'm recording some content, so hopefully I can get that going in about a week or so. This weekend, I'm going to Fan Fusion here in Phoenix. It's a Comic-Con. So I'm going to try and get some footage, some photos, and you might see that either on my channel or the Black Order Comic Book Club's channel. I'm not sure. I'm going to see what I can do, but that's about it for now, man. And again, thanks for having me, man, and really enjoy talking movies.
To honor your YouTube spirit and growth, I want to see it on your channel.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to his channel now. I'm subscribed. You don't have content yet, but we'll drop your link here.
That's right. Get there.
All the more reason why I need to do it now. Yes.
Yeah, I really got into Jack Black's performance, by the way, of him singing the "Let's Get It On" by Marvin Gaye. He's, I've been really tired, baby.
Hey, Bruce.
I don't know if you saw, but I made a short of my speech from Sunday morning about just make the first video. Make it.
Well, actually, shout out to John's Comics with Friends. He's got a video out right now you can watch called "Why Should I Make YouTube Videos?" So
I'll check it out.
That's right. Because we're a community, damn it. A community.
Yeah.
Well, we're a tribe, but yeah, we're a community.
We're a tribe within a community.
Yeah,
You know what I
exactly.
mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm just joking. All right, Cliff, what do you got coming up?
Sunday, it's episode 76 of Comics and Coffee with Cliff with my very first guest from episode 1, which is John's Comics with Friends.
Nice.
So I'm very excited.
Oh, that's
Turn
good.
back the clock.
Kind of like what I did a couple of months ago. Me and you and Lunch Bunny.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm dropping your link too, but I mean, everyone should be subbed up to Cliff on Comics. Come on.
I love how much intersection my life has with Lunch Money Comics. It is so wonderful.
I saw him. You made a cameo in his last video.
I mean, I have a cameo in his last video, and I have a parallel cameo in Philobox Comics 3 Men in the Basement video, where you can hear me go on not only comparing Lunch Money Comics to Wolverine coming out of a Cinnabon, but you can also hear me talk about how he's a full Chipotle meal. And actually, and in neither video do I get my complete rant out, which is so fantastic.
Well, as you know, I have a lot of stuff. I got a lot of irons in the fire, I guess.
Oh yeah, you're busy.
I have a show. I have okay. We have some videos coming up. I actually didn't download them all, but I have one out right now that I'm very proud of, about the Justice League nobody saw coming. This is the Justice League International from 1987 by Keith Giffen and J.M. DeMatteis. Really love this series. I did a little retrospective on it. And then we have the Comic Lounge. Will be tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern. I hope to see you guys there, even if it's just for a short time. And then Friday, I have a video coming out previewing Absolute Catwoman, and why I think it's perfect for the Absolute universe. Well, we're still yet to see, but I don't know if it's going to be a continuing or mini series. And then coming up next week, I have some videos already pre-recorded.
Nice.
So next week's comic retrospective, we're going to be getting a little, I don't know if we're being political or not. I don't think so. But we're going to be talking about Jungle Action issue 19. The Black Panther takes on the Klan. Very ahead of its time. Very great comic. It was drawn by Billy Graham, and it's really great comic. I highly suggest going back and reading it. or you can just watch my video. It's only 3 minutes. All these videos are only 3 minutes, so you can watch it really easily. And then we're going to be previewing. Is this Marvel's next big villain, or is it their next big flop? We'll find out. You make a decision for yourself, but we see what the comic community is talking about and what they think about it. And I got to be honest with you, the results may not surprise you what people think. Then, of course, I'll be at Heroes Con. Oh, we have the Sunday show this Sunday. I forgot about. Okay. We'll be talking about that. Aaron will be there with me probably. Maybe Cliff. We can talk him into it.
Yeah.
No, Aaron won't be there this week.
I'll be
Aaron's
on the road.
He's going to be on a flight. So
yeah.
But I'll have to go solo that one. We might have Tony or Cliff or somebody or Bruce show up to help me. Or Chad, if you want, Chad or Paul, if you want to show up.
On Sunday? Sunday, I'll be at the theater.
Okay, 6 p.m. Eastern, though. If anybody wants to come on, 3 p.m. Pacific. All right.
That's right. We're going to be at Heroes Con.
Yeah. Oh, no. You're not saying it right. You're not saying it right. We're going to be at Heroes
That still gets me, man.
Let's exaggerate it.
Next Wednesday, the Comic Lounge will be on Wednesday instead of Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be a special time of day. It's going to be the Hero Con edition. And we're going to have Aaron and Big Jeff and me in the same room together.
Oh, yeah. Crazy.
So, and you want to do my thumbnail for Hero Con edition. So,
we're going to be over at Matt's house, you guys, before we go to Heroes Con.
It's going to be a good time. I'm really looking forward to it. And
I'm looking forward to it.
And don't forget, tomorrow night we'll be giving a comic away, courtesy of Memo 420, my Whatnot sponsor. So, stay tuned for that. I don't know what we're giving away yet, but we'll be giving away something soon. You're going to see plenty of videos. We're going to make I'm going to make a mini documentary, I think.
I got to make sure I have enough memory. I got to.
Yeah, I've already been clearing my phone off. I'm ready for it. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. And I don't know when we're going to have another movie review. It'll probably be after Heroes Con. I don't know if I'm going to do one the week after. I'll probably wiped out, but we'll come up with something.
Can I say I should be dropping a video this week, and then Sunday about 7 I'm going to have, if everything works out, a panel. Marcos from Collector Zone. We're going to be talking about StatueCon coming up in August.
Nice.
With some guests. So
Okay.
Should I tell them to check out my other channel too, dude?
Oh, go ahead.
All right. Speaking of music, so pretty much I'm influenced by a lot of the music that was on this movie. So we're going to switch the account here to Psychotronic Squirt Gun, and we're going to go here. I have a 2-minute kind of punk rock video actually here called "She's Not Leaving." All songs connect together into one big world like a comic book. So if you guys like indie rock, please check out my other channel. So this channel's here for more potential future discovery, I'm hoping, but maybe my friends could check it out someday.
Yeah, I highly recommend it. All right, guys. Until next time, true believers, Excelsior. Keep watching movies. They're good. They're good for you.
Thank you.